Okay, everybody, I'm back. Welcome to Serene Queen TV. I'm your host, T. And before I get into this video about YNW Melly, please like, share, subscribe, comment below. Check out the links in the description. Go to my website, follow me on social media. Let's talk. Okay, so I'm going to talk about YNW Melly. I heard of this guy, of course, back when Murder on My Mind popped off and went viral, but I really got into him recently because I was hanging out with a friend and she played his song City Girls, and I was like, this is an amazing song. I was like, what? I was like, damn, who's this? I'm like, that's Melly? And she's like, yeah, girl. And she's a little bit younger than me. So Melly to me is more for Gen Z crowd, which I'm Gen Z. I'm at the ass end of millennials and at the top of Gen Z. So I'm very young, but I just don't listen. I'm in my mid-20s. So I don't know. I think YNW Melly is just still a bit young. Just like with NBA Youngboy, I don't listen to him because I think he's just a little bit young for my demographic and definitely too young for my taste. But yet I'm I love Ice Spice. So I don't know, I just don't listen to some of these rappers. But also part of why is because their music is just a little bit too aggressive, it's too rough. Melly is more tolerable for me because he can sing, which I've always known he could, but his song City Girls really made me listen to more of his music pretty much. And I have an opinion. So number one, YNW Melly can sing. Oh my gosh, his voice is amazing. When he gets the right songs where he's not rapping and he's singing, he is so moving and touching. City Girls is a deep song and the lyrics are there. He's a storyteller. He's really telling a story, and he's really just great lyrics because he's talking about something that I relate to. People whose dad wasn't, girls whose father wasn't there, and them just kind of becoming materialistic and just wanting to just what, fuck it, just give me my money. That's really what the song is about. And for people, it does remind me of women like City Girls, women like Young Miami, women like JT, and plenty of women, a lot of women who they were talking about on P Valley, Keyshawn and Mercedes, and a lot of the girls that you see on Bad Girls Club, are the girls that he's talking about on the song City Girls. So I think that's a phenomenal song by him, and his vocal ability is really there, and just again, lyrical content. It's hard to find music now that's really about something and that really tells a full story from beginning to end, because a lot of what we get now with music is a lot of stream of consciousness, especially from rappers. They'll go line by line about different things that really don't have anything to do with each other. They just rhyme, or they're loosely related, and we don't really get a lot of storytelling. And that's part of something that I was saying about Don Toliver, why I liked him especially on the song What to Do on the Jack Boys EP, is because Don Toliver just opens up with, like I said, a good hook that gets people, that can storytelling, that reels people in. So that song for me is City Girls for YNW Melly. And he also has another song Mixed Personalities, which blew up kind of because of the Kanye feature, but he really is singing his ass off on that song and talking about something. The song had a real subject. And then Murder on My Mind, of course, which I'm playing now. Murder on My Mind is he's really telling a story, with that. It's definitely a lot of devilment, but he's talking about something. He has a song called No Heart, where he's really talking about emotions and love and feelings. And that's what I really like about Melly. And a lot of these, newer guys, some of them talk about emotions. I'm trying to think, Juice WRLD. Juice WRLD was big because I think he had a lot of emotional music, and people can relate. Even NBA Youngboy, I didn't know his music can be very emotional. So can Future's. It's just men's version of how they tap into their emotions from my perspective, but that's how I see it. But Melly does put out good music. He has the song Butter Pecan, another one. Vocals. This boy can sing. And I just really wish the music industry would push him to really sing more. I don't like how they're marketing him as a rapper. They do that with a lot of artists, especially young black artists, because it's one of the easiest ways to gain quick marketing, or, you know, one of the best marketing tactics to blow up fast. Because, you know, marketing, it could suck, it could not suck. But if you want to blow up quickly in the industry, a good way to do that as a young black person, period, is to become a rapper. So I think that's why, especially if you're white too. I mean, people love rappers. So children like rappers. And so it's easy to blow up as a rapper. And, you know, once you get your fame, you can venture off into other things, which is what a lot of rappers do. They just start off rapping so they could get the initial, you know, start cooking with gas, the initial light that they need to get moving, or the initial flame, I guess, to really blow up. But I really want his label. First of all, I want his label to, I don't know, get him out of whatever court shit he's in, like really work through that. Because if he murdered somebody, which I believe he did, I think he did, then okay, like, you know, he should do his time. You know, killing somebody is serious. But I think y'all let anybody else do what the fuck they want and still rap from the motherfucking jail cell. Like, let him do it. Like, let the nigga sing. Let's see. I'm on Wikipedia. They saying, oh yeah. I'm sorry, I'm reading. He's got some stuff going on. This is double homicide, and oh my gosh. You know, look, we got to get into the other shit about this guy too. That's where I'm going with this, in his story and why he's struggling so much. You know, he's great. He was arrested in 2019 with 2 counts of premeditated first-degree murder. Oh my gosh. He's not great for doing that, but he's a great artist. But with his last name being Demons, if you look at the video for Murder on My Mind, and a lot of the artistry on his album covers, it's very obvious that YNW Melly is a victim of MK Ultra programming. He might be an underground child or like an industry kid. Like, you never know who this guy's parents are. He might be, you know, like, his parents probably gave him over to the industry, you know, threw him to the fire, if you know what I'm talking about. And as far as his jail situation, you know how many artists do shit and get locked up and get out or never get convicted? I do believe that he might be in there getting cloned, just because if you look at his album artwork, a lot of it has to deal with like most stuff in the industry, like most symbolism, like 2 of you, splitting you into 2, or splitting you up into different personalities or different alters, you know, alter egos. And that's what all of what MK Ultra is about. And again, he does have the song Mixed Personalities with Kanye West, who clearly, you know, has been a victim of industry mind control, and probably was already either predisposed or probably was already had a mental illness before he entered the music industry, and then they just played off of that. So, because when you already have a mental illness, it's even easier to do MK Ultra on you. and for you to be successful with it. So the industry tells us what's going on right in front of our faces. I think Melly is an amazing artist, but again, there's a lot more going on with him as far as the industry is concerned. I want them to work that out, because I'm just tired of seeing this. I'm tired of so many great black artists with so much talent just be destroyed and completely ripped apart, and their growth is stunted and their journeys are stopped early because of the fucking industry, because the industry wants to take their soul, you know, and drain them and use them for their little fucking agenda. Melly blew up, of course, because he promoted the agenda, you know, again, the Mixed Personality song and Murder My Mind. But those are the really only songs that I would know by the guy. Everything else, I feel like once he got caught up with the court stuff, it just became a mess. But I want him to make music because he's good at it. I want them to stop pushing our people, and I think some of this is just his raising as well. With being in Miami, being from Miami, but I hate how so much of his music and his brand promotes, like a lot of these guys, go girls, murder, serious murder. Like in most of YNW Melly's videos, he's got guns and just nothing but low vibrational shit. And when really, if you listen to his music more, you understand that he's a pretty romantic guy. You know, like he's pretty lovey-dovey. He's really not this just evil monster. But see, that's part of the splitting and the mind control, you know, of there being two of him. You know, one side of him is super sweet lover boy. The other side of him is this monstrous murderer. But on his first EP, I think it was called I Am You, and he has a song on there called I Am You. And yes, I Am You. And that's where the song Murder My Mind came from. And again, I Am You, that is definitely Crowley magic in front of you. And with him, a lot of his album covers, you know, have like Just a Matter of Slime with the snake and the watch. Again, Saturn themes, serpents, time, Trapped, The Matrix, the Melly versus Melvin. Again, duality, mind control. So the symbolism is there. They'll probably be cloning him. A lot of these people really don't be in jail. They be off at a cloning facility. But I think he's a great artist. I think the music industry needs him to make music, and I think he needs to stop making rap. I think he needs to be a singer. He needs to be he needs to be Jacquees competition, because Melly can really sing, really. And to be honest, he has more hits. I can listen to Melly more than I can Jacquees. So that's why the industry, they really want to try to make money off this guy and have him make influence. He needs to be singing love songs. He needs to be singing songs about life. He needs to replace R. Kelly. Like R. Kelly, people hate R. Kelly now because of all that bullshit, and they have reason to, but R. Kelly wasn't just making freaky, baby making music. R. Kelly was talking about life. When a woman's fed up, you know, like, I don't mean it. Like, R. Kelly was talking, he had some songs about real shit, real life, and people need that. And Melly got them vocals too. Yeah, Melly needs to replace Kelly. That's my verdict. Let's talk in the comments. How y'all feel about YNW Melly? I love the dude, and I want him to really sing more, and I love the music that I have by him where he is singing. So let's talk. I got another video coming soon. Bye.